Hi everyone, I thought I'd just pop on and do a really quick video that's got some of the movements that we've been doing in our activations during class this week. And they come from the book, the Dru book, The Dance of Joy and Pain, or the Dance Between Joy and Pain. So we'll do some movements. Bouncing heels is one, which is a movement to remove fear. And then we'll combine a releasing stretch and fearless flight, that are movements to release deep-seated anxieties and transform fear to strength and courage. So please join me for a really short practice, and then we'll finish with a bit of a standing meditation. So I do hope that these practices are ones that you can bring into your everyday as we continue to live in uncertain and challenging times. So if you'd like to join me to come up to stand on your mat. So we'll start with just a little bit of gentle shaking. So take your awareness to your right hand and just gently shake from the wrist. Feel into the fingers, the thumbs. Let the hand go nice and floppy. And then you might take that movement, that shaking up to the elbow, shaking out the whole lower arm. Just let it go nice and floppy. And then take it all the way up to the shoulder. Let the whole arm go nice and floppy. Give it a really good shake. Shake it up, like you're shaking up all those cells, working into our fascia, that connective tissue under our skin. And when you've given it a really good shake, just pause and notice how that arm feels compared to your other arm. You might feel that residual vibration. And then we'll do that on the other side. So gently shaking out from the wrist to start with, feeling into the fingers, the thumbs, the palms of the hand, the backs of the hand. And then taking that shaking all the way up to the elbow, shaking out that whole lower arm and all the way up to the shoulder, giving that arm a really good shake. Maybe bringing the other arm back in, giving them both a bit of a shake. You might like to take them out in front, maybe out to the side. And then once again, come to be still. Tune into both arms. Notice what there is to notice there. And then we're going to do a little bit of this bouncing heels movement. So taking your fist, making a soft fist, and just placing them sort of in that area at the lower back, that area around where the kidneys and the adrenals are. You might give them a bit of a rub. And then letting the fist be still, just come to gently bounce on your heels. So the toes stay on the floor and you're just gently bouncing, a bit of rebounding, working into the fascia again. And you just might notice that whole lower back area is just getting a gentle massage with the backs of your hands as you do this bouncing movement. You might like to imagine that it's releasing any fear, stress, worry, frustration. And then maybe come to pause, let the hands be loose and just notice what there is. Notice the feelings in the legs, maybe a warmth rising up the legs as the calves warm up. Noticing a warmth in the lower back, maybe tension relieved there. So we'll do that again, making a soft fist, placing them at the lower back, and then a bit of gentle bouncing on the heels. Make it a bigger movement, smaller movement, whatever feels right for you today as you're practicing this. And then come to pause again. Give both arms a shake, give the legs a bit of a shake, give the whole body a bit of a shake. And then let's do a little bit of twisting. So let your awareness come to the base of the spine, tune in there and just begin to twist gently. We're going to keep this twist with our awareness at the base of the spine. You might even come to give your lower back area a gentle tap with the back of the hand as that hand comes to the back in the twist. You might sort of gently lift the heel off, but keeping a twist and arms in towards the body. Just letting the arms kind of gently flop around. Feeling that twist come into the spine and keep your awareness there in the lower back area, the pelvic area. And then we'll let that twisting go. You could keep going for a bit longer if you're enjoying that. Always a good one to do. Always stand up from your desk, wherever you've been, and have a bit of a twist, or if you're waiting in a queue. So this next movement combines the releasing stretch and fearless flight movement sort of together a little bit if you've got that book, Dru book at home. And if you want to know more about that book, it is available on the Dru website, or get in touch with me. So let your hands come behind, sort of clasp them, turn them away. So you're sort of making that at the back. And then we're going to sort of push the palms of the hands away, feel the chest open. And at the same time, hinge forward from your hips, let your head and shoulders and neck relax. Then let the arms release out, down to the side, down towards the earth, touching the earth. You might bend your knees deeply here. And then pushing to the feet, drawing the palms up, palms facing up to about the level of the heart. And then turn the palms to face upward and stretch up nice and tall. Then let the hands come behind, clasping them again. Breathing in as the chest opens. Breathing out as you hinge forward from the hips, releasing stretch. You might take a couple of breaths in this releasing movement. This is a good one to do if you've had a bit of a disagreement with someone or conflict and you're feeling tense. Releasing. And then when you're ready to breathe out next, let the hands come down to the floor, touching the earth. Palms face up, drawing them up on an in-breath. Breathing in, turning the palms to face out, upwards, and breathe out. And then let the hands come behind. We'll do that again. Take a nice deep breath in here, breathing in. Feel the chest expand, pushing back with the hands, folding forward, breathing out as you come down. Maybe taking a couple of easy breaths here. Seeing if you can use your out breath to soften and let go a little. And then let the hands come down to the earth, touching the earth. When you're ready to breathe in next, hands, palms face up, breathing in to about the level of the heart. Breathe out, stretching up overhead. And then let the arms release down. So we'll do that one more time. Clasping the hands behind, feeling the chest nice and open. Take a nice breath in. Feel the heart, center, the lungs expand. Breathing out. Folding forward, letting go. Taking a couple of breaths in this forward fold, this releasing stretch, pushing away with the hands at the back. And turn on the side so you can see. And then letting the hands come down to the earth, drawing them up, turning the palms to face upward. Stretch, feel that nice stretch through the body. And then let the arms float down. And then just pause. Just notice how the body feels after those few simple movements. And we'll finish with a brief standing meditation and a little bit of vertical alignment breath. So make sure your feet are about hip width apart. Make sure there's a bit of softness in your knees. Check in with your pelvis. Is it nice and neutral? Might tilt it forward, side to side. Take a lengthening breath in. Feel the spine expand. On an out breath, soften the shoulders. Let the fingers and thumbs relax. You might on the next in-breath roll one shoulder up. And on the out-breath, let it glide down your back, feeling that side of your chest open. Doing it on the other side, breathing in, breathing out, rolling the shoulder back. Then take a lengthening breath in. Feel the back of the neck expand, lengthen. Breathe out, soften, chin tucks in. And then one last lengthening breath. You might imagine the crown of the head growing a little bit taller. And breathing out, softening into this Tadasana, mountain posture. Then let your awareness come back down to the soles of the feet. You might like to imagine or even do this practice standing outside on the earth. The place you love might be in your backyard or up in the bush somewhere or down the beach. Feel that earth or imagine it beneath your feet. And as you breathe in next, imagine you could draw breath in through the soles of the feet. Let it travel up through the long bones of your legs, up through the torso, up to the area of the heart, the lungs. And then as you breathe out, see if you can follow that breath down. Imagine it traveling back down, out the torso, down the legs, and let it go into the earth. Letting go of anything that you still need to release, letting it release into the earth. So doing that again, breathing in that grounded stability from the earth below. Pausing at the heart, and then when you're ready to breathe out, letting go. Imagine that breath going down, feeling the feet sink into the earth, feel the knees soften, yielding to the earth. And then the next time you inhale and breathe in, you might imagine that the breath is coming up to the legs, and you might add the affirmation, I am, on the in-breath, and then here on the out-breath. So breathing in from the earth, I am. Breathing out, here. I am here. Do that one last time. I am here. And just pause. Take a moment to tune into or take your awareness to the physical body. Notice how it feels. Notice where your attention is taken. Tune into the breath, how the breath is. Noticing your inhale, your exhale. Maybe tuning into the heart, checking in with your emotions, not judging, not needing to do anything about them, just noticing what's there. And checking in with your mind. Have your thoughts settled? If a thought comes along, can you just let it ripple out like a ripple on a still lake? And then you might like to come to lie down in crocodile or relaxation pose, or maybe legs up against the wall, and just maybe come down for a 5 to 10 minute relaxation as you finish this practice. So thank you for joining me. And if you're interested to find out some of the more techniques from Dru, some of the small practices, this is a book, The Dance Between Joy and Pain. So certainly available. I can order that in, or you can go to the Dru Australia website and order it from there. It's a great little book with lots of little mindful movement and breath practices that can help us with the stresses of everyday life. Thank you very much for joining me. Namaste.